my girlfriend and I were together for a long time. We started dating in university, and after we graduated, I asked her to marry me. She said yes, but we both agreed that we wouldn't get married until we were doing okay with money and work. We moved in together and tried to build a good life. For 2 years, we lived together. But slowly, things changed. We both got really busy. She was studying and working at the same time, and I had a full-time job with lots of pressure. I would come home late and continue working. We didn't fight, but we also stopped spending time together. We barely talked, and when we did, it was just small talk. The spark between us was gone. One day, she sat me down and said she thought we should break up. We talked for hours, and it was very emotional. We still cared about each other, but we both agreed that the relationship wasn't working anymore. She planned to go live with her parents for a while to figure things out. But right before her flight, the lockdown was announced. She decided not to go, worried she might carry the virus to her family. So, we stayed in the same apartment, just the two of us. At first, it was strange. We acted like roommates, keeping our distance. I didn't know what to say to her anymore. I thought our time together was over. But slowly, things changed. She started asking me how my work was going. I told her about my boss, about how I was feeling tired and not taking care of myself. She began cooking for both of us and invited me to work out with her in the living room. I found myself looking forward to those moments. One day, she showed me the game she had been playing on her computer, The Sims. She made a family in the game that looked like us. There was even a dog and a cat with names that were special to us. She was shy about it, but I felt something warm in my chest. It reminded me of how we used to be. After that, we started spending more time together. We talked about everything, things we hadn't talked about in years. I learned new things about her, even after being together for so long. She laughed more, and so did I. The truth is, I started falling for her again. Every day, I felt more connected. It felt like the early days of our relationship, when everything was exciting and new. But now, it also felt calm and peaceful. Still, I wasn't sure what to do. I asked myself, am I only feeling this way because we're stuck inside together? Is this real, or just something temporary because we have no one else around? I didn't know how to talk to her about it. She's always been the one who's better at talking. I was scared that if I said something, it might ruin the good thing we have right now. What if she doesn't feel the same? What if she's just being nice because that's the kind of person she is? But then again, she hasn't tried to leave. Travel is allowed now. She could have gone to her parents by now. But she's still here, cooking with me, laughing with me, watching shows together at night. Sometimes I catch her looking at me when she thinks I'm not noticing. Maybe I'll find the right moment to ask her. Maybe she's feeling the same, but afraid like I am. For now, I just hope the feeling lasts, and I try to enjoy every small moment we share. The story isn't over yet. Not for me. Not for us. Last night, we stayed up late watching an old movie. It was the kind of film we used to watch back in college, curled up together on the sofa with a blanket. She rested her head on my shoulder without saying anything, and I didn't move. I didn't want the moment to end. After the movie, we didn't speak much, but there was a comfortable silence between us. This morning, she made breakfast for both of us, pancakes with banana slices, my favorite. She placed the plate in front of me with a small smile, and it made my chest ache in a good way. I wanted to tell her everything right then. How I missed her. How I think I never really stopped loving her. But I stayed quiet. I keep waiting for the perfect moment, though I'm not sure it will ever come. Maybe there's no such thing as the perfect time. Maybe I just need to be brave and speak. Later today, she asked if I wanted to go for a walk around the neighborhood. We haven't done that in so long. I said yes, of course. We walked side by side, not touching, but close enough that I could feel the warmth of her hand near mine. I thought about reaching out to hold it, but I stopped myself. I wonder if she's thinking the same things I am. I wonder if her heart is racing like mine. I wonder if we're both just waiting for someone to take the first step. Maybe tomorrow, I will. Tonight, she came into the kitchen while I was doing dishes and surprised me by hugging me from behind. It caught me off guard, but in the best way. I stood there, holding still, heart pounding. She didn't say anything, just held me for a few seconds and then quietly helped me dry the plates. It was a small thing, but it said so much. Afterward, we sat on the couch with tea, listening to music. She leaned her head on my shoulder again, and this time, I placed my hand gently on hers. She didn't move away. We stayed like that for a long time. I think tomorrow might finally be the day I tell her. I don't know exactly what I'll say yet, but I know I can't keep it all in anymore. Not when every little moment with her feels like something I want to hold on to. I just hope when I speak, she'll listen. And I hope she'll feel the same. Tomorrow came. I woke up early and sat in the kitchen, going over everything in my head. What if she didn't want to go back? What if she wanted to start over too? I was nervous, but I didn't want to keep wondering. When she walked in, her hair messy from sleep and her eyes still tired, I told her we needed to talk. She looked worried, like she thought I was about to say goodbye again. But I just smiled and said, I don't think I want to break up anymore. I think I still love you. She stared at me for a moment, then sat down across from me. Her eyes filled with tears, and I was afraid I had ruined everything. But then she smiled. I was hoping you'd say that, she whispered. I'd been scared too. But I've never stopped loving you. I just didn't know how to say it. We sat there for a long time, just looking at each other, both of us a little in shock. It felt like we were starting over, not from the beginning, but from a better place. A place with honesty, patience, and a little more understanding. The lockdown eventually ended. Life slowly went back to normal, but we didn't. We held on to what we rediscovered. We made time for each other. We learned to talk again. We planned simple things, weekend breakfasts, evening walks, Sunday movie nights. And one day, a few months later, she brought out her Sims game again. She had updated our little family. The characters were married now. The dog and cat were still there, and now there was a baby in the house too. We both laughed, but in our hearts, we knew something had shifted. Maybe the spark we thought we lost was never really gone. Maybe it had just been buried under the weight of life. We just needed a little stillness to find it again. And we did. Together.